ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the high-flying black and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you have guessed, these jumpers are faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky. These jumpers must make for individual approaches into the target area, so they need vertical separation from one another. They achieve this by pulling down on the front part of their parachute and spiraling earthwards at speeds of 60 miles per hour. They start to set up an accuracy stack, much like you would see in airplanes at a busy airport. At 1,000 feet, the jumpers do what's called a wind penetration check, gauging their speed and distance across the ground. Then the jumpers will turn on a downwind, turn base leg, and then finally turn into the wind for their final approach. Let's watch as our first jumper brings his parachute into the target area. Notice he's trailing the tail underneath, slowing the parachute down, stopping it right overhead for a beautiful Golden Knight landing. Notice the 7 openings in the front part of the parachute. This allows air to be forced in, inflating our flexible wing glider. Watch as our jumper slows his parachute down, gives it a little bit of speed, stopping it over top of the target, bringing it straight down for a beautiful stand-up landing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, imagine, if you will, as our jumper is a man in an elevator, bringing it from the 4th story down to the 3rd story. He's making his way to the 2nd story, stopping his parachute, and bingo, this man's in the lobby. Somebody get in his bag. Our next jumper, not to be done by his partners. Notice the minor corrections he's making in his steering lines to bring that parachute right to the target, stopping it overhead for another beautiful dead center landing. Our next jump will not to be outdone. Minor toggle corrections, letting it fly, stopping it over top for another stand-up landing. Look at the determination on this jumper's face as he stops his parachute, lands it for a beautiful target area landing. Our next Golden Knight, stopping his parachute, letting it fly, coming straight down over the target for another Golden Knight landing. Army parachute team was formed in 1959 at home with the Airborne, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. At this time, the team consisted of 13 original members. Each was selected to assist in the development of modern parachuting techniques, to provide world-class competition parachutists, and to perform live aerial demonstrations in support of Army public relations and recruiting. In 1961, we were designated the Army's official aerial demonstration unit. And 1 year later, we adopted our nickname, the Golden Knights. As the last of our jumpers removed their equipment and donned the distinctive maroon beret of today's modern airborne paratrooper, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce to you my team members in order of their performance. But first, performing the difficult duties of ground control, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, he is an airborne recruiter liaison with 35 free-fall parachute jumps. Sergeant First Class Rob Mays. And now for the jumpers. From Albion, Michigan, he is an airborne parachute maintenance technician with 2001 free-fall parachute jumps. Staff Sergeant Mark Owens. From Lima, Ohio, he is an airborne parachute maintenance technician with 1,114 free-fall parachute jumps. Sergeant Justin Blewett. From beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, he is an airborne parachute maintenance technician with 1,458 free-fall parachute jumps. Sergeant Josh Coleman. Your National Guard representative from Belchertown, Massachusetts. He is an airborne cavalry scout with 2,300 free-fall parachute jumps. Sergeant First Class Pete White. From beautiful Los Angeles, California, he is an airborne ranger with 2,143 free fall parachute jumps, Sergeant First Class Will Fleming. And from Waldorf, Minnesota, he is an airborne cavalry scout with 2,106 free fall parachute jumps, Sergeant John Ewald. And leading the Golden Knights in free fall, he is the team leader for the Black Demonstration Team. From Parsippany, New Jersey, he is an airborne food service sergeant with 2,975 free fall parachute jumps, Sergeant First Class Paul Sachs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to present to you the Black Demonstration Team for the 2007 Air Show season. All members of your United States Army Parachute Team, the Golden Knights.
Stand up, baby. Yay.